So the fundamental mindset of the armor branch, whereas infantry are confined to grid squares, we fight on map sheets. The battlefield for the armor branch is so much larger than our infantry brethren that I think it takes a different thought process in terms of being able to see the second and third order effects as you start to talk in kilometers as opposed to meters. But when you look at the firepower that exists on just one tank alone, the amount of space that it can cover, what you realize is that if you want to seize terrain, if you want to take terrain, and you want to hold terrain, having a tank in the battle, it not only sends a tactical level message, but it's also a strategic level of where the United States military and army is placing its influence. And when you combine a tank with its main gun, with the 50 cal, with 2 machine guns, with its ability to close distance with the enemy, use its armor for protection. When you take that, you put them in open terrain, and you put a few infantrymen on key spots on the hilltop, there's really nothing that can stop a combined arms battalion. It's really a field environment for the next 9 months where we get to focus on the fundamentals. And for a tank unit, when I say that, what I mean is it's 4 individual soldiers operating in conjunction as a well-oiled machine to make the tank work. And so the deployed environment, it puts my soldiers living in the same barracks. They're building those relationships with each other. And then the ample amount of field time that comes from being the main unit that's out here training means that we get to spend much more time maneuvering in the field and learning our craft than we would in a garrison environment.
The Paladin M109 Alpha 6 is an artillery weapon. Its 155mm M284 cannon, fitted with an M182 gun mount, has a range of between 24 and 30 kilometers. That's over 18 miles. The 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team's 1st Cavalry Division, 1st of the 82nd Field Artillery, out of Fort Hood, Texas, is in Poland. Training is part of Atlantic Resolve in Europe. They brought their big guns all the way from Texas, and they know how to use them.
We are truly the king of battle. Maneuver can move and shoot and destroy tanks. We move and shoot and destroy mountains.
Here in Poland, training time is a premium, and the 182 Field Artillery is maximizing the opportunity.
They pretty much live probably about 200 meters or so from their vehicles. So anytime a soldier want to go out there and train, we have that ability here to be able to go out and train.
The Paladin is big, but inside, not so much. The workspace is up close and personal, but contributes to the process.
It helps a lot because you work right alongside with each other. I mean, you're living with each other for the duration of the field problem, and you just really get to know each other, and you get to learn how to work with each other in different ways.
Poland is a long way from Texas, but along with supporting European partnership, it's also a good training site where the big guns can go. From Poland, for the 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team, 1st Cavalry Division, I'm